We're in Patan in northern Guatemala, surrounded by ruins that are thousands of years old. Hidden deep in the jungle, these ruins are a monument to a once powerful and sophisticated civilization, the Maya. Best known for their advanced celestial knowledge and uncanny ability to calculate time, the Maya culture thrived and then mysteriously vanished. Today, these jungles are home to exotic and dangerous wildlife, jaguars, poisonous snakes, and crocodiles that lurk in every body of water. It is an unforgiving environment where extreme temperatures, high humidity, and torrential rainstorms bring even the strongest to their knees. It is here that a group of Americans have already begun the adventure of a lifetime. They have been divided into two tribes, hiking to a destination unknown with no idea of the surprise that awaits them. It is the ultimate challenge. 18 strangers forced to work together to create a new society while battling the elements and each other. They must learn to adapt or they'll be voted out of the tribe. In the end, only one will remain to claim the $1 million prize. "39 days, 18 people, 1 survivor." Welcome to Survivor Guatemala. You are standing in the ruins of an ancient Maya civilization that is literally thousands of years old. For the next 39 days, you will live amongst these ruins like the Maya did. Already been divided into two tribes. Nakun, wearing yellow. In the back, you'll hold that. Yasha, wearing blue. All right, you'll both live at separate camps. Waiting for you at each camp will be a few items used by the Maya that will help you live like the Maya did. In addition to the things waiting for you at camp, each tribe will have one other tool to aid you in this game. Come on out. So you guys recognize Bobby, John, and Stephanie from Survivor Palau. Come on down. These are two proven Survivor players. They've been through this experience. They know how to make fire. They know how to source food. They know how to build shelter. With Stephanie, you have arguably the strongest woman to ever play this game, and somebody who has proven she will not quit. With Bobby John, a strong competitor at challenges, and in day-to-day camp living, arguably the hardest working survivor ever.
What's up, Gary?
Stephanie is a member.
I'm like in love with Stephanie. So when I found out she was on our team, I was like, oh, we're winning. We got Stephanie, like, we're good to go.
I cried. I couldn't help but just cry. She is such an inspiration.
Like, all the girls were crying when they saw Stephanie because that's their hero. I didn't shed a tear when I saw her. They was like, how am I going to win $1 million now that she's here?
Bobby John is a member of Nakum.
We were really happy to have Bobby John on our tribe. And man is just stronger than a woman is. And it makes it, easy on the eyes around the tribe. So that's always plus.
We were just thrilled to have Bobby John because he's not going to quit for anything, and he is not going to disappoint somebody on his tribe.
Bobby John's a tough worker, supposedly, so I hear. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, he's kind of a little bit dumb, I guess you'd say.
Let me be perfectly clear about this. Stephanie and Bobby John are full-fledged members of your tribe. They are players in this game. You can use their backbone and their experience to further your own tribe. Or, if you think it makes more sense, they're certainly an easy first vote off, first time to go to tribal council. All right, let's get to your first challenge. It is for rewards. It is a grueling 11-mile race through the jungles of Guatemala.
Oh, my God.
It is going to be long. It is going to be hot. There are poisonous snakes at every corner. There are crocodiles in every body of water out here. The trek finishes at the better of the two camps. Winning tribe claims the right to the better camp, which is also an actual Maya ruin. They also get flint to make fire. Critical in this game, right, Steph?
Yes.
Losers. You get the lesser of the two camps. You get no flint. You got no fire. You're off to a real rough start. Big stakes right away. Pace yourself. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You'll know you're near the finish when you see your tribe canoes. Yasha, you will head up these steps around the path to the right. Nakum, you will head up these steps, follow the path to the left. Waiting for you is a compass and a map. You'll also find water, fruit, and bags of corn. It is up to you to decide how much you want to carry with you. I'll be waiting for you at the finish. Survivor Guatemala is set to begin. Survivors ready. Go!
When we first saw all the fruit, all the water, we had to decide what stuff we were going to carry with us. Kind of a little bit of mass chaos.
Grab the banana.
Somebody bust something open and let's eat it while we're here. None of us have ever talked before, so to figure out a strategy on the spur of the moment was a little tough.
You take the thing with corn? I'll take it. Go ahead and start going, guys.
Let's go, guys.
Being a farm and everything. The last time I hiked 11 miles was never. But I took off after him, yeehaw, ready to do this, man. You get over there, man, you just lay down, relax.
Yep.
Hang out, song. Being back in Survivor, I was glad to get a new start. I felt like $1 million. the beginning of the race, but we got to make time. Because I guarantee you, Miss Stephanie's over there running things, and she won't take time. You drop it, you leave it, you go.
One person do the water. There's water in there. Come back and sit. No, I'm all right.
All right.
My main fear coming into the game was that, yes, I may be sort of like a fool because I have experience, and I kind of came in almost like an outsider. But Joshua welcomed me with open arms.
Stephanie, you're the reason why I'm here.
Oh, stop it! But I still have that nervousness that maybe they will see me as too threatening, or maybe I'm not as spectacular as they thought I would have been. And maybe they do want to just get rid of me.
Let's roll.
How do you pronounce that Use your compass to walk a straight line until you hit the old archaeological road. 1.25 miles.
Oh, man. We're going to have a leader.
One lead truck. Go right for that big tall tree right to your left. Blake.
Might need to come this way.
So come to your right, Blake.
You what?
Come to your right.
The jungle, you can't move 10 feet straight ahead. So I put one of my tribesmen ahead. I'd have him walk up to a point on my compass, and then we would all walk to him, and it was slow going. Can you see him, anybody?
No.
Oh, I see him, okay.
Right there, right there.
Most of the people couldn't read a compass. I've done it before, in the Marine Corps, but you can walk in circles in that stuff if you don't do it right.
Is everybody here?
It's going to get too thick to do it. Well, it's going to get too dark to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we veer left.
Right here?
Yep.
The large mound?
Check it out. Travel left past the large mounds.
Hey, Gary. You going the right way? Yeah, you're
That
right.
way. We go left. No question. Straight south. Go.
On Survivor, the leader always gets freaking voted out first if someone steps up and takes leadership. And it was clear at the beginning that Gary was our leader. He's taller than everyone. He's gray-haired. He was our leader, no question.
What?
No, we're turning right now. No.
Gary, what do you do?
They've asked me what I do. So I told them I was a landscaper. 15 years ago, I was in the NFL for 11 years. My real name's Gary Hogerman. But I don't think anybody needs to know that because I'd be voted off immediately. I see markers. What do you think? If somebody does recognize me, I'm just going to say, that's not me. I'm Gary Hawkins.
Let's go, guys.
We're going north. Gary and I, very early on, we both took a compass and we were the navigators, basically. Make sure we're going the right way. It's hard in an 11.5-mile hike to not get lost or, miss a trail or whatever. You going the right way? What's the compass say?
Well, this is where we thought we were just right now.
Yep.
I think that's leading up to nowhere.
All right.
We made some bad decisions, and I was the one with the compass, but oh my gosh, how many young people we got there? Morgan, Brianne, Steph, Jamie, Brian, 21, 22. I don't want to be a leader, but my paternal instincts will kick in with these kids. Keep up those spirits.
Watch out, it's very thorny. Watch where you step. You got it, man?
I'm stuck. Watch out.
Here I come, baby. Coming full force at you.
11 miles in the jungle is absolutely insane. I mean, you're just sitting there fighting things, coming down and just getting to where you want to go. And it was by far one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life. I'm just a freaking doorman from New York, man. I never even went camping.
I hope this is over really soon because it's getting dark awfully fast. Yeah. Bobby John, right past that. Look at that tall strip.
Got it.
Go down, go right down there.
Got
it. Maybe off a little bit. Yeah. Stay a little to the left, Bobby John. Oh,
That's got thorns in
Oh,
it.
no.
It's got thorns in the shoulders.
We were going through the jungle, and one of the trees that have briars that look like spikes actually broke on Lake's shoulder.
It's not branch. I mean, it didn't like deflect, like it cracked over my shoulder.
I think it was just one of those reality checks that, you know, a scorpion could sting you, a snake could bite you. It's any one of us. I've got two in here.
Your teeth, Margaret. Get after, girl.
Hold on. I'm a nurse by trade. I've been a nurse for 25 years, most of it trauma. Does that hurt? Okay, it's out. That really took him down a couple notches. Do you feel any more?
No.
Okay, stand up.
That's some snakes around here. Freeze right here.
Let's hold up just a second.
When you're ready.
We're going the right direction. We just gotta try to speed it up. Catch up, anyway. These are all trees. Wait, please. Want to stop and what's right here? Kind of a
Right here. Pick a spot right here.
Yeah, we should stop.
We really didn't want to stop. You know, it just got so dark and we are in thick jungle.
Don't cut yourself when you go down on the ground with your hand.
Macomb is probably right in front of us. We'll get up as soon as the sun starts to rise and we will hopefully pull ahead. I mean, I'm not starting off. This is Guatemala on the losing team. Terrible.
You take your stomach or what? Yeah, all right. Let's get the rough.
Okay. You know what? Why don't we get some palm fronds put down so he can lay down?
Got my shoulder knocked real good back there and just slowing me down. Thorns went deep inside and I think I was dehydrated. My body, my hands a little tingly, and I'll be right.
Is it your shoulder that hurts a lot? Blake, we're really worried about him. The problem is his shoulder hurts so badly, I think it's causing a pain response to make him sick to his stomach.
Thanks, Margaret. I appreciate it.
We're hoping that he'll feel better in the morning.
As soon as the sun came up, we started hearing some noises that reminded me of Predator. I looked up, I saw a monkey going from tree to tree, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this.
So guys, if we want to beat Macomb, I think we should start getting up and going.
In 10 minutes, we can do better.
Well, in 10 minutes, they might be going. And they're already ahead of us. I wanted to get a move on because I knew that Nakum would start at daybreak. People were a little cranky, but they knew that I was right, and we did need to go. Let's go.
We actually found the other tribe, Nakum, which was great because last we knew, we were hours behind them.
Get done! Let's go, guys! We gotta move! Come on, guys! Meeting up in the jungle with the other tribe took quite a bit of air out of our balloon.
Good teams on our back.
Let's go.
Hey, we got road!
Everybody coming! We came out of the jungle into a more open trail before the other tribe, but they were still right behind us. We just wanted to get them off our tails. Come on, pick it up, they're behind us. This is like the movie Seabiscuit. When he sees his competition and he kicks it in, I was just like, I felt like I couldn't put one foot in front of me, and all of a sudden I'm running down this trail in the muck.
We need to, get right up their ass, if not hit them.
Yay! Come on, guys, push it! We had Nakum, they were right in front of us, and then all of a sudden, a couple people, unfortunately, on our tribe, like Lydia and Amy, weren't a fit. They were kind of like lagging behind, and they were right in front of us, and we lost them completely.
You want me to take that side? All right. Ready? We're going to do a slow talk together. Ready? Yeah.
My hands hurt.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's okay.
Need some water, please.
Bobby John started getting really bad cramps, gets dehydration, overexertion. And he carried 2 bags of corn the entire trek. So here comes Margaret, the nurse lady, and she just talked him through it.
All right, I'm
Keep
good.
this way, bend this leg up first.
Here you go, Brian.
Okay.
All right, let's try. Let's go.
I think people were surprised because this guy's in better shape probably for this and knows what to expect more than anybody, and he's going down early. I don't think anybody expected that.
Okay.
Can we move faster, guys? Can we move faster? All right.
How's everyone feeling?
Yes, everybody's doing okay?
Everyone's doing good?
Yeah. Did we have a chance to catch up? Okay. Good job.
Hey, do I see water?
Guys, we're almost there. Oh.
When I saw the boats, by that time, I was just absolutely winded. But I knew that's the light at the end of the tunnel. Here we go.
Paddle your canoe west-southwest to the first wooden pier, which is attached to the stone steps. Follow the path up to the Maya ruins to the winner's camp.
All right. Yes, my God. Everybody in. Pile in. Or that a team shows up, it's going to be a race to finish.
Come on, guys, paddle. Get it together.
Guys, we have to pick it up and just stay hard. Be slow but hard.
Emerging from the jungle, we see Nakum right there in the middle lake, so much closer than we thought we were, and we just booked it to our canoe. We knew we had caught up. It was a huge morale booster.
Slow.
get to the dock, an old Judd jumps out of the boat. He had a premature evacuation, and he gets into this mud that is almost like quicksand.
It's hard to get out of here.
Keep going. Don't stop, you guys.
Come on, Meg. Go. Hey, Leg, come on. Come on, Bobby John, you got this. Fine, dog.
Hey, left side, come on. Oh, we're almost there, guys. Come on,
Oh, my God.
No. Getting out of the boat was a nightmare. I know it was dehydration, but I've never felt that type of pain before. I knew the other tribe was definitely on our tail, so it's kind of like you got to suck it up, but it was just tough.
You're right there. Everyone did it.
Welcome, Nikoom. Congratulations.
Yes,
Nicely done, guys.
Wow.
So, 11 miles, 24-hour trek. You guys definitely earned the better of the two camps. Here is your tribe flag. More important, who wants it? Margaret, Clint, take care of that. Congratulations. Good luck. Still got some spring in those steps. Nice job, Red. Nice job. Nice job. Don't get too comfortable. You're not staying. This is not your camp. I think it's fair to say, given that this was an 11-mile trek through the jungle, a very close finish. But in Survivor, close gets you nothing. This is where you will not be living. This is a map where you will be living. Who wants it? Yeah, you got more paddling to do. Here's your tribe flag. All right, guys, take your stuff and go.
You know, we lost, but I thought we kicked butt. I thought we did really well. I think it was the most difficult challenge the game's ever had.
So we leave their ruins, we leave the winners, and we're bummed because, you know, it's taken us 24 hours to get there, and we worked really hard.
Yeah. It kind of stung for us because, you know, we get all the way there, we lose, so we had to paddle all the way across the lake to get to our camp. So it was a lot of extra work.
You want to check out where the camp is before we carry on crap? We're just going to leave it on the dock. We're trying to just unload as much as we can. Come on, Lisa, I know we're tired. Let's go, you guys. All right.
When we started walking up to our camp, we didn't know what to expect.
I see it, you guys. Our home. Whoa, what's up with the top?
Yeah, that's for the corn.
That's a perfect one for cooked tortilla.
We finally got to camp. It sucks we don't have butter, but we're making do.
So maybe we should talk about shelter and where we want to build it and how we want to build it.
We'll be all right.
Okay?
Yeah.
This isn't bad.
Let's go.
I think a link would be awesome because then the water runs off.
Yeah, actually, this is an incline.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to shove them through. You just try to pull them where you can.
I'll be your
a tribe that's got as much heart and determination as me.
Yeah, see how good that is?
Good job, you got it. It's under.
Title.
Oh, that's some tight wheeling right there. Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry. We were dead tired, but all we had left was, this Yasha spirit. Like, we can do this, and we don't care if we're coming in second. We're giving it everything we have.
That's going to be good, I think.
Breathe through your nose, like the combination of going through the jungle and trying to get here has dehydrated so many of us.
Dad, you okay back there?
Judd's down. Blake's down. Jim's not doing well. And Bobby John's down. They're all vomiting. They're all cramped up. Bobby John. Bobby John. Oh, the guys are going now. Bobby John. Bobby John. Come on. Bobby John. Focus. Slow. Breathe through your nose. Bobby John. Bobby John. Bobby. Stay with me. Stay with me. Yep. Yeah. Bobby John, stay with me. Okay. Just rub your legs here. Okay. Just keep them up like that. Keep them up like that. Just a little tiny bit.
I started having the shakes, just was cramping everywhere that I never knew I could cramp. If it would have been for Margaret, I really felt I might have had a seizure. It's a nightmare. Palau was recessed compared to Guatemala.
These big, strong guys, strong as oxes, and they're all down. What do we need to do? We need to just make rounds with them and give them water. That's what we need to do. The girls are holding up remarkably well. Big enough so you don't get sick. But we didn't expect the guys to go down so quickly. Don't get up. Lay down. Stay down. Stay down.
It was a bittersweet victory because we won. We got there first. We got the fire and the best camp, but some of us were in such bad shape, you're thinking, if we lose them, it's not even worth having all this.
Oh my God, it's an oar. Let's go back and read it.
Your first 2 days were grueling, but now is no time to rest. You've come too far to lose it now. This will put you to the test. You'll be competing like the Maya. This is more than just a game. Fail to pull your weight today and be the first to lose your footing. Okay, here's what I've learned from my for me, this is really exciting to have another chance at immunity and possibly come out with a victory. Usually the person who steers is one of the strongest because they row both sides and steer. But also it's a lot of pressure because if we lose this challenge, I'm going to be really down. Because we're going to be competing like the Maya.
Definitely our tribe not being in tip-top shape right now is a concern.
We're all staying here tonight. Yeah. Nobody's going home.
I think the girls right now are the strongest physically, but if our guys go up here to this challenge and turn it on like no other, then we're definitely going to have a good day today.
You guys ready to get to your first immunity challenge?
Yeah.
Let me show you what you're playing for.
This is it. The game revolves around immunity. As long as you have it in your possession, whether as a tribe or an individual, you're safe. If not, you're in danger of going home. Okay, let's get to the challenge. It is based on the method that the Maya used for transporting materials to build their pyramids. Here's how it works. On my go, all 9 of you will paddle out in a boat, around a buoy, grab a torch, come back. Once you reach the shore, you'll drag your boat up the beach and attach it to a rope. At that point, 4 people will race up the hill and begin pulling on that rope. As you pull, you'll move the boat over a series of rolling logs. This is how the Maya did it. Every time you clear a log, 4 other people will take that back log, move it to the front. That'll keep the momentum going. That leaves 1 person left. Their sole responsibility is carrying that torch. Once the boat crosses the finish line, the person with the torch lights the fire. First tribe to get their flame lit wins immunity. For the losers, tribal council, first person will be voted out. Yasha, you still need fire. Win this challenge, you get your fire.
We're going to get it, guys.
Pick your spots. Wait for my go. Here we go. For immunity. Survivors ready. Go! Both tribes out pretty even. Dead even at the buoy. Yasha has their torch. They're making the turn. Gonna have a collision. The two struggling at the buoy trying to get their torch. Yasha working well. Navigates through. Chance to take the lead. Very tight coming back to the beach. Yasha getting off their boat. Nakum off their boat. It's going to take strength and working together. Got to work together. Nakum has their rope attached. Bobby John, Brandon, Blake, Judd heading up. Jim going to stay back with the women. Yasha right behind with Jamie, Gary, Brian, Ray. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Stephanie's foot is caught under a log. Got it free, but now Nakum is back ahead. A lot of work pulling this heavy boat. Shaw's really digging in. They've closed the gap. Both tribes are even. Who's the way? 1, 2, 3, 4. Shaw now with a bit of a lead. Margaret took one in the gut. Nakum falling behind. Danny is caught under a log. Cindy's stuck. Got a log on her foot. Let's go, girl. You back. Nakum really struggling now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yasha's taking a big lead. Pull it on. Nakum not giving up. Yasha very close to the finish. Let's go. Yasha!
finish line! Lydia's got to light the fire! You shall! Where's immunity? First immunity goes to you. Along with something just as important right now for you guys, Flint to make fire. For the first time, Steph, there will be a tribal council in which you've been a part of Survivor that you won't be at. Cocoon, tribal council tonight. Sadly, somebody will be the first person voted out. Head on back.
Losing immunity challenge today was really tough. We worked our way up from having 4 guys who were badly down yesterday. The heat stabbed us. It was excruciating. God. When did you feel it, Jim?
It popped right when we picked the canoe up. Thought everybody else was lifting. I was lifting by myself. It just went.
I was lifting that bad boy up like I never lifted anything before in my
So
life.
was I. We knew this challenge, what it was going to be something brutal, and it turned out that it was. My left bicep literally snapped.
I'm going to palm front and see if I can put it behind this.
Yeah, I'm really starting to adapt to this jungle just. What about you?
Oh, yeah.
You enjoying the jungle life?
I'm doing good. Oh, I'm surprised. I felt all right after the 11 miles. Since we lost the immunity challenge, we know one of us has to leave, and none of us deserves to go. I mean, I definitely don't want any of the women to go yet. I mean, we've really shown that we have the endurance for 40 days. I mean, I feel fine, and all those women were able to stick through it really hard yesterday and do a ton of work, and Brandon hasn't stopped down yet, so I don't know. I mean, Bobby John was the sickest yesterday, by far. I mean, his eyes were rolling back in his head. He was the worst off.
Need some of that water, man.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. We might send off one of these crippled, broke down guys. I mean, I'm having doubts that half these people are even going to make it. Blake, he's all crippled up. I mean, his shoulder is like killing him. He's kind of, still throwing up, and he's getting cramps really bad. And he's the one I'm most concerned about.
You gotta take a sip and hydrate out here, okay? It had some lemon in it. When there's at least 3 people absolutely flat on their back, a third of your team is out, strategizing is a little bit tough. I really like Bobby John. I think he's a strong player. Jim, he's a great guy. He's got a lot to offer. I like Blake. In this tribe, they're all great people. But it's all about who can help carry this team forward.
Behind each of you is a torch. Go ahead and grab a torch and approach the flame. Because in this game, fire represents your life. Your fire's gone, so are you. Take a seat. Before we get started, we have to acknowledge where we are. You're in the midst of the North Acropolis. These are authentic Maya ruins. And thousands of years ago, this is a spot where leaders would decide the fate of their people. Couldn't be a more fitting spot for tribal council. All right, so let's get to it. This is the toughest beginning to any survivor we've ever had. Blake, immediately your head just went down like, yeah, I know.
It's been pretty tough, yeah. That first day, Bobby John, myself, and Jim, and Judd, we were cramping all up and down and sick to our stomachs and couldn't keep anything down and dehydration, and it's definitely a hard start to this adventure for sure.
Bobby John, how about for you?
I don't like getting beat down like that this early in the game. I've never had that happen to me before. I mean, I know I could be staying 5-0 tonight. I hope to God I don't have to. I mean, not many people get 2 chances to win $1 million.
Danny, looking at this group, you got a lot of young, strong guys. You had to be a little surprised to see 4 of your 5 guys on their back.
Well, I was a little surprised that I think a lot of times guys have more physical strength, but women tend to have a little more endurance. Maybe that played a part of it, but also they were carrying at the beginning a lot of the load, and so they were throwing up and getting sick, and that's going to happen. That's just part of the game.
Judd, you come out. If I'm looking, I'm thinking, all right, I got to rely on Judd, especially through this trek and some of these physical challenges, and you're on your back. You have to be thinking, am I in trouble?
Not at all. I mean, I was only on my back for like an hour the most. I mean, I got right over it. I puked and I got up and I went and do what I had to do, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm ready to do a backflip if you want me to. I mean, I feel great.
Wow, I just asked a simple question. Let's talk about today's challenge. Jim, so what is up with your arm? Because you've made a homemade sling over there.
Yeah. First thing out of the chute, when we picked up the boat, I grabbed it with my left arm, and I was under the impression everybody else had a hold of it and jerked it, and it just tore that bicep muscle.
When did you know? Did you know instantly?
Oh, I know it when I picked it up. It popped. I heard it pop. And, I was 50%, but I'm not blaming it on my arm. When you don't have everybody at 100%, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the tribe.
Margaret, 3 days in, a lot of people have taken lumps. What thoughts have you been thinking about in terms of what do we need to do in this game?
I mean, all of us are very worried about how to pace our team to put us in the winning position for both the rewards and not to be here at Tribal Council. So we are trying to realign our priorities and conserve energy, keep ourselves healthy, and think straight. So that's what I see coming.
Okay, it is time to vote. Blake, you're up.
Toughest dudes I know.
Thinking of the team for long term.
I will tally the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Jim. Jim. 2 votes, Jim.
Jim. That's 3 votes, Jim. Jim. 4 votes, Jim. First person voted out of Survivor Guatemala. Jim. 5, that's enough. Need to bring me the torch. Jim, got spoken. Time for you to go. Thanks, Jimbo. You have 36 more days out here, and it seems like the dilemma for this tribe is how to give it your all without destroying yourself in the process. Grab your torches, go back to camp. Good night.